We're back. Episode number 9. The kids are back, and it's time for some football. Welcome back to the Sideline podcast, powered by Anchor. It's Jack, it's Blake, it's Q, and the new full-timer, Joe Martinez. Joe, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Great. Great. How are you, Q?
I'm
so much better than you're here.
Blake, how are you?
I am amazing.
It was a big week for Sideline Media Productions,
Huge.
fellas. We added the one and only Joe Martinez as a full-timer, and another man all the way from Kentucky.
The man.
The online presence,
Big Blue Nation.
Ethan Rand.
The man that
He
does
ran
it
shoes.
all.
He will be on the pod at some point, but
He'll actually be technically on it today.
technically he will. Yeah, but
He's
we have a
here
lot
in
more.
spirit.
We have a lot more newer, shorter content beyond our podcast posted on all of our social medias, and you know where you could find those social medias. Our official website.
Go right now.
www.sidelinemediaprod.com. Make sure you check that out. We have everything on there. We got blogs. You get to see us. We got literally everything. All our socials are on there, and all the podcasts and everything. So make sure you check that out. Everything is accessible through there. Final announcement. Guess what's tomorrow?
Merch drop. Merch
Drop will launch tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Right time?
That's correct.
That is correct. Shirts, hoodies, crew necks, everything. Everything you want.
Everything.
Like literally everything you want. The Sideline lineup will be available tomorrow. Make sure you buy it. Your girl needs a hoodie. You get her that hoodie.
Or I will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything. It's the holidays. You might as well get us some Sideline gear. Get some holiday
It's a
swag.
great gift.
Bundle up.
It's a great gift for the whole family.
So make sure you check out www.sidelinemediaprod.com. Now let's talk football,
Check it out.
fellas.
Football.
Long intro, but let's talk football. We got transfer portals. We got college football playoff.
Oh.
And even a Sideline Media fantasy
Oh,
football
yeah.
draft.
Oh, man.
It's a little late, but who doesn't love a midseason draft? Why not? But let's get
Sure.
right
Good
into it
after
with
midseason.
everyone's favorite college football game, the Army-Navy game,
It's the best rivalry
the best rivalry
in
ever.
college football.
So let's talk about it. Navy comes into the game a 2.5-point favorite with an over-under set at 32.5. Pretty low, as we know, the offenses and stuff. Who wants to get us started today? The energy's hot.
It's
Anyone?
hot.
I started it last week. I'll
Do it
start
again.
it again.
Do it again.
Hey,
The full-timer.
Give it to us, Joe.
The full-timer. Get him, Joe. Get him.
Although Navy won last year, probably looking to win again. It was still a really close game. I think it was one score, right? Last year, I believe.
Here at Sideline Media, we do our research.
Let me go.
I believe it was a close game. But so
It always is a close
I am
game.
taking Army.
It was 17 to
Their score-
13. The Black Knights of Army fell
Yes.
down to the
Yes.
midshipmen.
Hammer
of
the
Navy.
under.
That is what I thought.
Hammer the under.
I'm taking Army. They're scoring more, allowing less. It's as simple as that. They just look like an all-around better football team. That's what I'm going with.
Q, what about you? What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this one?
Give me the. What are they? The
midshipmen.
midshipmen. Shout out my great uncle. Oh, I forgot his name. That's awkward.
Oh, man.
Shout out his great uncle.
Yeah, he's in the Navy.
Love you, Unc.
Yeah. So much. Actually, I'm gonna go off on who has a cooler uniform.
I love it.
That is a great pick, actually.
You could
the
watch it-
uniforms for this game are
You
always
could
good.
watch this game solely for the uniforms.
I like navies. They look like Captain America. So I'm gonna go Navy.
Is that this
I
year?
could do this all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, they could do this all day. I'm gonna also take Navy. Got a few friends there right now, so go Navy.
Shout out Navy.
Beat Army. Blake, give me some stats.
Go Navy, beat Army. According to ESPN, Army has a 51.2% chance to win.
Oh wait, no. This is. Those are tough.
Army's jerseys.
They're NASA
Army-
Navy.
Yeah, it's the NASA one.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
tough. Those are ugly.
Stats me, Blake.
Oh, those
All
are
right.
tough.
Army's still winning.
Navy's last game was 3 weeks ago. They beat UCF 17 to 14. And then the week before that, they lost to Notre Dame 35-32. Joe, I'm going to dispute you. You said Army gains more and allows less. That's false.
That is not false. From what I looked at yesterday, that is not.
Yeah.
Fight.
Army. Okay. Army does gain more. 81 passing yards a game, 304 rushing yards per game.
Talk to him, O-Red.
for Army.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Who's gonna win?
Navy.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Shout out to all our people in the service.
Veterans out there, not
Shout out
just
to the armed
in
forces.
the Army or the Navy,
All of
everywhere.
them.
Air Force, Marines.
Shout out Air Force. Shout out Air Force. Are you done?
No. Army allows 172 passing yards, 193 rush yards. Navy, 270 passing yards, 86 rushing yards. By my math, Army allows more.
Navy has cooler jerseys. They win.
The stats don't matter in this
I actually
game.
like Army's jerseys.
They look like Wyoming.
Those are pretty cool.
Navy's going to win because they give up less rush yards per game. And, of course, being a military academy, they like to run the ball. Give
Didn't
me
it
the
snow
midshipman.
last year? It snowed.
I think it did.
Y'all just wait. Army's winning. Trust me.
3-1 on Army.
Shout out Great Grandpa.
Best rivalry
Rest in
in
power.
college football. College football's been crazy lately. You want to know why?
Yes.
It starts with a T.
TP.
The transfer portal. So
I'd like to take this time to announce that I'm entering the transfer portal. Any podcast I would like to.
So we have a
5-star transfer.
segment we posted on our Instagram and TikTok about the transfer portal. Actually, the TikTok one is not out. It's
Yeah, we haven't
We didn't
posted
post
it.
it yet.
Yeah.
We'll post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're always working.
Yeah, we're always working. We'll post it tomorrow. It's a little short segment, but if you're listening to this is where you want to listen. So I have a few questions regarding the transfer portal. Which teams lose the most so far in this transfer portal craziness? So let's go through it. There's been how many players? Over 1,000?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000, which is
It's actually almost 2,000. It's 1,800 now.
1,800, which is a record, right?
Yeah.
It is a record
definitely a
for the transfer portal. A lot of big names as well.
It opened up 3 days ago.
We're not looking
By the
at
way.
the same thing.
So
Wait. Let's.
We can't be looking at the same thing, dog.
Joe is still looking at the Army-Navy game.
I know what I saw yesterday. I'm like, what? What are
Go
you
to
talking?
ESPN.
All right, so Q, while they're doing that,
Yeah,
I'm going to be very mad at myself.
they're
if I got
settling
this
their
wrong.
argument.
Dude,
So
You can come look at this, man.
Dude, I'm
I
looking at
don't know what else to
looking at
show
it.
you.
Joe, I'm looking at
all right, so Q, which teams lose the most? Has lost the most in this transfer portal?
Texas A&M. I mean, I don't think it's much of a debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Bama.
Bama. I
Bama,
think, as
yeah.
well, as well.
but yeah, Texas A&M. Also, LSU is kind of up there as well.
Yeah.
But Texas A&M, they've lost 23 players. Notable force, 5 stars. I mean, last year they had the #1 recruiting class.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I think it was the top recruiting class ever.
ever. Yeah, according to 247, or
Was it?
24/7,
I think it was 24/7 composite.
something like that. But yeah, I mean, either way, they still had a crazy.
Yeah, it was-
and now they're just all leaving. So Texas A&M, yeah,
What
they're
happened?
gonna hurt next year.
What happened?
What happened, Aggies? They need Johnny Manziel. God, I miss it.
So
what
do we
a
have
downfall.
any? Do we have
they-
any other like losers? Big losers? Do you have one, Joe?
I mean,
said-
I don't
I
think
said Bama and A&M.
yeah, I think those are the disputed.
I don't think
Oh, yeah.
Alabama can ever lose in the transfer
Well,
portal.
they it's a loss to an extent because they lose some of their 5 stars, but they're
But
just
they're going to
bringing
get
more.
players back.
But it's still considered a loss when you lose 5-star. But when your school is good and as big as Bama, it affects you, but not that much.
Do you
so.
think in the couple when OU and Texas joins, do you think Missouri and Texas A&M will have to leave SEC since they're smaller?
Probably they'll definitely have to do something because they're not going to last in
No.
those schools.
Missouri and A&M?
Yeah, because they're the bottom.
I think A&M could move to the Big 12,
They used to be in the Big 12
Yeah,
or
they-
Big 8,
moving back.
I think I could see
but then you'd
both
have
of
to
them
kick.
coming back.
You'd have to kick someone out of the Big 12.
Yeah.
Kansas? No,
Or
no.
the Big 12 could just go to
here.
Yeah.
14 teams in
Get 'em outta
divisions.
Big 14.
Big 14.
Big 14 up. Going
out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
I could see it just like not even just off football, but name one sport that
Take
those
a
teams
moment,
besides
come
like
on.
meat judging for Texas A&M. Name one.
What? You said what?
Meat judging?
It's an actual sport. I know there's some Texas Tech fans out there that.
I need
what
to
I'm
go in
talking
that.
You better hope so, or else you're gonna sound really weird.
All right, so imagine a steak.
I don't want to hear about it.
Okay, anyway.
Who is your losers?
losers?
A&M and Bama?
A&M and Bama.
Okay. Next
Pretty
question.
No, your losers OSU.
Yeah,
You
That's
made a
it.
whole video.
That too. Oklahoma State is a loser in the transfer portal.
6 starters are counting or more?
It's
I think it was
Still
6.
got Ollie.
the numbers still.
Well, yeah, I know it's gonna go up, but it's 6
I think
starters.
it's six. Yeah.
So next question would be, why is everyone transferring? What's the why? What's your why?
My why is my family. I think it's because they think a change of scenery could help their draft stock. I mean, obviously,
They think the grass is always green.
grass is always greener. Or just simple and plain money.
Yeah, better NIL deals
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. And I mean, honestly, they probably just haven't found their home yet. A lot of younger talents,
Yeah.
they'll just
They just don't like
Yeah,
it,
they'll
straight
ju-
up.
yeah, they'll
They
go
just don't like
somewhere.
it.
they'll jump on it real quick, and then they'll find out that the opportunity and minutes they were promised it's not there. So I think that's
Yeah.
why everyone's
Or like a new coach like Colorado.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
Do you think money and the transfer portal is ruining college football or for
Yes.
the better?
I don't know if it's. I think college football always has to.
It's always been corrupt in my
progress.
opinion. It's
Yeah.
always been corrupt
Oh,
too.
did
Just
you
it
hear-
was better under the table.
It was Carson Palmer. How they used to give NIL players, or how they used to do the NIL. They would put the player in a blackjack table online, and they would all ride or go all in, and then they would all fold
Really?
and just give the kid the money. So yeah, that's how they used to do it, which is crazy.
They used to get creative. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of stories like that.
Yeah.
They used to get creative on paying players and stuff. So Blake, why is everyone transferring? Same kind of answer.
Yeah, pretty much. They think the grass is greener.
So I know you have an opinion on this.
Yeah.
Did
Red
NIL
Red
did NIL and transfer portal ruin college football, or is it making it worse or better?
I don't think they ruined
That's
it.
a long paragraph.
I think it's making it interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot
Like
more.
it did make it interesting. Like the portal, the idea of the portal was a great idea because it was built for players that didn't get the minutes they were promised or maybe got an injury or something like that. It's built for them to basically get a second chance.
I'd also say that
I can agree with that.
the COVID year messed it all up as well.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because now there's
Stetson
26-year-olds playing college football
Yeah.
that are older than half the starting quarterbacks in
I
the
saw
NFL.
I saw somewhere
Did you see
somebody
the
got
Stetson
granted-
Lamar Jackson thing. Did you see that? Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar
won it.
Jackson won the Heisman in 2016, and Stetson Bennett's still older than him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's a finalist in 2022.
Yeah, I saw something there. I don't remember where he was from, but there's a player that's played 2 years of collegiate football, and he's been granted a 7th and 8th year of eligibility.
Oh, it's Did
That
you
was-
hear a knock?
that was
Oh, okay. It's like Southern Illinois something. It's
Yeah.
or
Something.
Northern Illinois something like that. But
Something
yeah,
like that,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking because he got injured
Yeah.
again, then
Injured
COVID,
again.
then he transferred, got the transfer year, and then injured
Yeah.
again. Now
He's just
yeah.
finessing.
Yeah, he finessed the NCAA. But yeah, like I said, the portal as the idea is a good thing, and NIL as an idea is a good thing. I don't think those two are the main problem that is ruining college football.
Then what? Do you have any idea of what the main problem is?
It's the players.
I mean, I don't think you can fault the players. It has to be the NCAA.
Yeah, I mean everybody's looking for their own opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna get money regardless
But
where they go.
If there wasn't
Okay.
an opportunity granted by the NCAA, this wouldn't be a problem. So it has to be the NCAA's problem.
I
The players are just taking advantage of it.
I
Yeah,
get
I
there's
agree.
players like the ones that are doing it right. But like for example,
What players are doing it right to you?
Exactly.
JT Daniels,
no, JT Daniels is not doing it right.
Keaton
That's-
Slovis.
Those are the two that I was about to say are the guys that aren't doing it right.
They're just
Like,
Plays the game right.
okay,
they find out they can't do it there, so they leave. They don't get their way, they leave. I understand that.
and I
Oh, God.
I do agree. I do agree with you guys that the NCAA kind of screwed it up, and where they screwed it up is whenever they said you don't have to set out, like you could be
yeah.
immediately
Yeah, you
eligible. Like the immediate eligibility
I agree.
screwed it up even more.
They definitely
But-
have to figure out a way.
What basically my whole point, I got told this phrase a long time ago
Oh, yeah.
by my granddad.
Grandpappy.
Use it, don't abuse it.
Yeah. Shout out Grandpappy.
And
Perry.
there's too many people abusing the portal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think it's the portal or NIL.
I mean,
that's
hypothetically,
ruining. I
if
think
you were
it's
in that
players.
situation, Would you abuse it?
Well, yeah.
You were in a situation where your offensive coordinator was named Casey Smith and
Thought it was Casey Dunn.
Casey Dunn. Sorry, Smith. Casey Smith is somewhere else. Casey Dunn, your offensive line is deteriorating. You're not getting recruits.
I don't think the Oklahoma State players are abusing it. I think those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
because I agree with
So
those moves.
what
kind of older players.
would you say Texas A&M is abusing it?
Not necessarily.
I think what Texas A&M should have done, because they still get their NIL money no matter what, but if you leave, you don't get it. Because now they have deals with Canes, which they've signed for years. They still get that money no matter what college they go to.
I think the guys that are abusing it are the ones like JT Daniels and Keaton Slovis that, like, maybe they get injured, maybe they don't, maybe they just get beat out of their spot and they're like, oh well, I can transfer again. Might as well try somewhere else.
I agree. I don't know if there's a way to like fix it though. I mean, it's already it's too far gone.
It is too far gone.
Fix it. You just gotta let it happen.
It's just gonna be a normal thing now.
Yeah.
I think maybe one way they could change it. You get one transfer for immediate eligibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's at least like a 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year, half a season type of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
just anything just to.
Yeah.
Or you can't practice in the spring or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I
you
agree.
can't let players transfer 2-3 times in a row and be able to play
There needs to be restrictions.
as soon as the plane lands.
Yep.
Last question. Coach Prime.
Coach Prime.
Is Coach Prime going to Colorado changing the game?
Shocker.
I mean, I'll go. It's just another coach taking another job, but because of
But
who it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I
And
think his
the weight
status
and the weight he holds and the way he got big time recruits like Travis Hunter to go to Jackson State, yes, and Jackson State is now losing those those recruits like Travis Hunter and his son Shadur.
Actually, Travis Hunter has not entered the portal yet.
He will.
He will.
You
but
think
he
he's going to
hasn't
stay
yet.
at Jackson State?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying
I
he hasn't entered.
I think
it yet.
Jackson State will be all right in the SWAC. They're easily still.
There's still going to
Got a
be
lot
some
of
good
talent
pieces
still.
left.
Yeah, they still have the coaching staff there. He didn't take the whole coaching staff. He didn't bring them all into his Louis bag.
I'm sure he left his mark there too on the coaches, everything.
I mean,
yeah.
he took a half cut pay cut to rebuild that whole facility. So, yeah, I mean, they'll be all right. I mean, Coach Prime is changing the game, but the game has already been changed because of the transfer portal.
I just saw that.
if there wasn't a transfer portal, I don't think Coach Prime would have taken this job.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because then he wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
bring his players. Yeah.
But regardless, he's still going to get a lot of
Yeah.
But
recruits.
Do you think this is a good idea for Coach Prime?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Colorado.
He's just gonna climb the ladder like any coach would.
You think he'll
Colorado is a bit of a shocker to me.
I agree, but I did know he was gonna leave Jackson
But
State
at the
for
same
that
time,
opportunity.
I
he
mean,
wasn't going to stay there.
in the last 10 years, they haven't, or even like 20, they haven't been great, but it is a more prestigious program
Yeah.
than like people would immediately think.
And I mean, what
So-
Lincoln Riley did with USC when OSU or OU,
Yeah,
USC,
exactly.
and then Prime.
It's very similar. So what happens if Colorado just sucks? What happens?
Coach Prime will get fired, and
and
it'll be hard
Is
for
he
him.
done?
He will get another job, but it won't be as high.
Yeah.
He might just go back to Jackson State.
What's
he
your
might go to
prediction
high school.
for Coach Prime?
I think he'll do all right. I don't.
It won't be. Do you think it'll be immediate success or maybe a year or
No.
two?
I think
It depends how many transfers and recruits he gets.
Okay.
It's still early in the
It is early to
recruiting
tell.
process.
It's
but
early to tell.
What is National Signing Day? The
21st, isn't it?
I think
something like that. But yeah, it really depends.
But
I mean, they already have a
gotten
couple
lot of
5
interest.
stars.
I think 2 years and
What conference are they in?
Pac-12.
Pac-12.
2 years and I think didn't the Pac-12 get rid of divisions now?
Yeah.
2 years and I think they will be competing for a spot in the Pac-12.
I could see him winning like 8 games next year.
I
7
agree.
games.
I think
like
that's good.
8-4, 7-5.
I mean, yeah,
They're a
it's
bowl
also
team.
too early to tell. It's way too early because you don't know who they're gonna get.
They're a bowl
what's gonna
team.
happen.
It also depends on their schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'll do fine.
Yeah.
If not, we'll see. It'll be interesting. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not praying on a man's downfall, especially Coach Prime. So I think he'll do all right. And also, it's great. I mean, he took the job for his son to prove that he can play at a higher level than SWAC.
Yeah.
That's your quarterback.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there's your transfer portal news.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The official college football playoff is out.
Mm.
Lots of questions and interesting things to talk about. Did the committee get it right?
I think they got it right, to be honest. I mean, last week I said I had everyone in besides Ohio State. So, I mean, yeah, I think they got it right.
I mean, sure.
I think we're in for some good matchups.
Dude, I just don't.
My heart wanted Alabama, just for the ratings.
I don't.
To watch some good football.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't think I feel like when the playoff first started and everything, winning your conference was everything.
Whoa.
And if you went out and you lost your conference, that was like you're done. Like you shouldn't be in. And then I feel like since TCU went out and lost the game, like they shouldn't have gotten in. That's my opinion. Because I feel like that's just how it always was, and then they switched it.
Who would have you put over them?
I would have put Bama.
Bama.
Then it would have had Georgia play Bama, Michigan, Ohio State. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but like a lot of people like that don't really care about good football games, they would have been very mad at putting Bama in. Like I was just looking
They're
at
always
Instagram.
mad,
Yeah,
though.
I know. I was just
That's
looking
what I
at
they
don't
still
like about
watch
it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people from what I've seen agree with what they did.
So this question, I agree. This question's kind of the same. I mean, did the committee get it right, and then should TCU have gotten in?
Did the committee get it? I mean, it depends what side you're on.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's two sides to it.
It's like politics.
So should
There's
TCU
no for sure.
Do you
right
guys
answer.
okay? Which side are you on? Do you think TCU should have gotten in?
No.
I'm with you. I say
Their
no.
strength of schedule doesn't line up with Alabama's.
Exactly. I know, Blake. You didn't say that
I
they should have gotten
think
in?
they should have.
Oh.
I see what you guys are saying about ratings, and
If you put TCU versus Alabama right now, who would win?
I really don't know.
Stop it.
Oh my
Stop
God.
it.
I think Bama would
I
win.
think it would
but
be a
I
much closer matchup than you guys
Stop
think it would.
it.
No.
No shot. Max Duggan is not getting enough time in that pocket against that Alabama front four. Will Anderson is eating that line alive.
I just don't understand. If you look at the playoff every year, winning your conference was everything because you had.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it now.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but you had teams who would sit in the 4 or 5 spot or the 5 or 6 spots who weren't playing for a conference, and then a team loses their conference, their championship, no matter if they're 12-0 or what going into it, they lose it, they're out.
I think where the
That's what's annoying.
Where the committee was looking, they get in. They get more hate if they let Alabama in. They get less hate if TCU gets in.
It's stupid though. You're a committee. You shouldn't worry about what's hating. You should.
I think
you should
at
worry
the same
about putting
time
in.
though, it doesn't help Alabama that they weren't even playing for a conference title.
I mean, it doesn't help when you lose your conference title either.
Yeah, I mean, what's
Ohio
the point of
State
getting
wasn't
there?
playing for their conference title.
Yeah.
So
They just got lucky they were that close, and they also
One
got
loss.
lucky that
They
they only
weren't
had
playing-
one loss.
they weren't playing for their
Bama
conference
has 2
title.
losses.
They weren't playing for their conference title.
Okay.
You just said
There was 3 teams that, or 2 we thought last week that were locks.
But you just said that. You just said that they weren't playing for a conference title. Neither was Ohio State. Ohio State's
Yeah.
in. So what is your point?
My point is there was 3 teams that
So if Michigan
Basically
lost
should've
their
been-
conference title, what happens?
I think
And
Michigan's
USC.
still in.
What? How is Michigan still in if they lose their conference title?
To Purdue.
They'd still be in.
Stop it. No, they're not. If USC's out after they lose their conference title to Utah, how are they not in?
USC was number 4, Michigan's number 2.
But they would lose to Purdue, who's not. They're 24.
Who's USC's best win?
Notre Dame.
Who's
Or no,
Michigan's-
UCLA.
Who's Michigan's best win?
Ohio State.
Top 5 versus top 15 win.
But still, they're losing to a top 25, bottom 25 team, Purdue.
USC loses their conference championship to Utah. They drop from 4 to 8. TCU loses to Kansas State in their conference championship. They don't move at all, and they get in the playoff. Where's the logic there?
I mean, I could see the logic because USC has 2 losses.
It doesn't matter though. It's kind of the same thing.
I agree.
TCU should not be in. It should have Alabama and Ohio State should have been 3. Bama should have been 4. If you lose your conference championship, you shouldn't get in. That's as simple as that.
Especially when your strength of schedule isn't as.
Exactly. If you're a Big 12 team and you're not in the SEC, that's the only time you should lose a conference championship game and get in is if you're in the SEC. In my opinion.
If this was Oklahoma State, you'd be losing your mind.
Yeah.
If Alabama was Oklahoma State.
Don't even say you wouldn't be.
Maybe.
No, don't
I
even
think,
say maybe.
I
know
think
damn
this
well
year.
you would be-
I think this year, because of the circumstances, like the way Bama played in some of their 2 losses, and then even the way they played in like some of their wins, and then the way TCU played all season up until the Big 12 championship, where
Not
they
true.
almost came back.
Not true. They almost lost to Baylor.
And us.
Come back.
Still almost
They
lost.
still almost lost.
Yeah.
Just like you would say Alabama almost lost to Texas A&M, where they almost lost.
Okay.
And Texas almost lost then, too.
Their 2 losses, though. Tennessee lost by 3. Tennessee got blown out by Georgia.
Tennessee's number 6.
They got blown out by Georgia.
Tennessee's still number 6.
TCU lost to Kansas State. They're number 11. They didn't move.
SEC bias.
Your argument has nothing. No. We're done. We're done here.
New Year's 6.
No, next question would. No, the next question is. This one, I don't really know about this question, but would you rather see Ohio State and Michigan play in the championship or a semifinal game?
Semifinal.
I mean, we just talked about it. I thought they should have been playing in the semifinal. What do you think?
We already saw them in a.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean,
So I'd go semifinal.
that's what I would say.
I think a semifinal would be cool, and then they probably.
I don't think they'll be playing in the
They would
championship.
be
I don't think
playing.
Ohio State's
Yeah,
going to
they
beat
won't be.
Georgia, so.
Playing in the championship. I think maybe 2. It depends on who's in the other semifinal.
Yeah.
So do y'all think it's gonna?
But I would probably go semifinal.
I think it's going to
first.
be Georgia, Michigan.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was about to ask.
And then Georgia will beat them again easily.
Yeah.
How much do you think Georgia's beating TCU by if TCU somehow pulls out a win against Michigan? That's just like I just want
21 easy.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
is
I
gonna be a
think that
terrible
is going to be a
championship.
very
Be a
bad.
terrible championship. Last question about the college football playoff. Do 12 teams balance the playoff, or for me, I like 8 teams better than.
I think 8 is perfect.
I think 8's the
I
perfect
think
number.
8's good, but
I think 12's too much because if you look,
yeah,
12 the teams 9 through 12 do not deserve to be competing for a championship, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
Because like Washington would be playing Alabama in the first round.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna watch
Yeah.
that.
It's all-
8's perfect because you'd have Georgia would play USC, Michigan would play Utah, TCU
It al-
would play
it also
Tennessee,
take
Ohio
way
State,
too-
Bama.
It also take way too long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like 12 at all. 8
you-
is the perfect number.
I agree. I think 8's the perfect
think-
number. If you went 8, would you still keep the first round as a home game?
No, listen.
No.
I think what they're thinking of
It just wouldn't be a bowl game.
for
Just be a
rating
neutral
for
site game.
ratings, it would be like March Madness, where they would have like maybe 2 or 3 games every day, and they would want like an underdog. Like we would make brackets, stuff like that. They would get more ratings and
Which
stuff.
I
but it's-
agree. I agree. That's a good idea, but just like,
it's different because March Madness, there's a bigger bracket, there's bigger, smaller teams.
Yeah.
With these, you see them all year. You don't watch college basketball all year, but with these teams,
no, you don't.
you see them all year. You see their big wins, you see their big losses, and they also play less games.
One thing to remember too, though, with the 12 team, the Power 5 champions get the auto bid, and the
Oh,
top
they do?
group of 5 team.
Okay.
So
I
that
just-
wouldn't
I
be
just-
completely correct because they're like Tulane would be in.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, Tulane would get walloped by
Washington
the
with-
first team they play.
yeah.
Like Tulane's not a bad
I think
football
I'm
team.
pretty
but-
sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they would rank all the champions top 6.
Oh, great! So they can just get beat by Florida State or whoever they play in the first round. I just don't like 12. I just don't. I get they want more games, they want this and that, but no one's gonna go watch Alabama play Tulane in the
Yeah.
semifinal game that's in Tuscaloosa or whatever. Like no one's gonna watch that.
We'll just see how it.
The college football playoff is already one of the lowest rated, like championship and playoff events in sports.
Yeah.
No one watches it because they play the damn championship on a Monday night. Like,
Isn't it Saturday this year though?
I think so.
oh, they finally changed it.
Yeah.
Wow, I still don't care.
They'll probably put it at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Whatever. Ugh. All right, let's talk New Year's Six Bowls. What's your guys' most anticipated best game of the New Year's Six lineup? Let's not include the semifinals because mine would be Ohio State. Georgia.
Personally, mine is Clemson, Tennessee
That's
in the Orange
mine.
Bowl.
That's mine as well.
That is, yeah, I think that would be mine.
What about you, Joe?
I'm kind of excited to see what K-State can do against Bama.
I think that's the worst game.
I'm excited.
I think the
their
worst game's
defense-
Tulane
their defense is
USC.
great.
Personally,
It could be that, but I hate Kansas State versus Alabama.
Honestly,
I
I
think-
think the worst is Utah, Penn State. I think Utah is going to run Penn State out of the Rose Bowl.
I like that we all have different ones.
I think the worst one is Tulane USC. I think USC is gonna beat the crap.
I
out
don't
of
know. I think USC's done.
I think the best game is the Orange Bowl.
I think USC's gonna have a lot of players sit out for the draft.
Yeah, that's true. They could.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Caleb Williams is probably done.
Yeah, he's probably. And then
I also don't think Bryce Young is gonna play the Kansas State game.
probably not.
So.
And then
Will Anderson's
my
not
final
playing.
question too would be about this New Year's Six Bowls. Should the committee change the way they schedule games? As in, like the conference, like SEC's playing the, Big 12 or whatever.
Like the bowl tie-in.
Yeah,
No.
the tie-ins. Do you
No.
think they should change that?
Because I think it brings more recognition to the smaller schools.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Tulane.
two, like,
I just
Just-
think there's some matchups though. I feel like where you're just like, oh, I would have much rather seen Bama play, Utah or something like that. Like, which I mean, that's
Yeah.
just kind of is anyway. So I feel like there's just be some where you're just like you would rather see this than that.
and
But like you said, it gives recognition to certain schools, and sometimes it's cool to see the SEC play the Pac-12 or whatever.
one thing to think about too, like because the playoff rotates 2 New Year's Six games every year. Like, one year you'll get the Rose Bowl, the next year you might not. So you're not always guaranteed to get the Pac-12 Big Ten like we always see. And
Yeah, I mean, it's really just what team deserves to be there, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can't really get mad at how they schedule it.
No.
yeah,
I see both sides of it. Like, you'd
Yeah.
rather see some matchups where you like, oh, I would have loved to see Bama play Utah or
Yeah.
whatever, Tennessee or play whoever. But I mean, the tie-ins have their purpose.
Yeah.
It's better than some things. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like you see both sides of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and then you go down to the lower tier bowls, and then they have like 4 different
guaranteed
tie-ins.
Great Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk about the Music City Bowl for a second?
Sure.
Kentucky and Iowa. Will Levis is setting out.
Levis.
Will Levis is setting out.
Mhm.
Kentucky's running back is not playing.
Iran shoots. What you know about it?
Yeah.
What you know about it, Ethan?
Both of those teams,
You think
I
he's gonna
think,
go
are.
there?
What?
You think he's gonna be there?
I don't know. You can ask him.
Yeah, I don't know. But both teams are, like, I think the stat I saw, Will Levis and Kentucky's running back account for like 77% of their offensive production.
What is Kentucky? What's the record? Are they 8-6?
I think they're
I
like
have no
7
idea.
and 5
7-5.
or 8 and 4.
I have no idea what they are. Let's see. Can I get a record? I guess we should-
count them.
1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0.
Or just click on that.
Oh, sorry. I think they have like 4 or 5 losses. 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, 5 loss, 6 loss. There's 6 losses.
6 and 6.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
Hammer the under in that game.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's college football. Take a quick break. Blake's going to tell us about our advertisement. Anchor. We'll be right back.
Hey, I know you're sitting there thinking to yourself, why don't I start a podcast? If you're thinking that, use Anchor by Spotify. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Has everything you need all in one place. You can record and edit your podcast straight on your phone or computer. You can distribute that podcast onto platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you want it to go. Has everything you need right in one place, and best part, it's completely free. So go download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Let's go to Jack, back on the sideline.
Thank you, Blake. We're back. Before we get into the NFL segment, make sure you guys checking out the social medias. The links to all those socials are on our website, www.sidelinemediaprod.com. Check out all that for all things Sideline Media Productions. Literally everything.
don't forget about the merch.
And if you want to see more of Ethan Rand, and he does the blogs, the daily picks. If you're into gambling, go check those out. Writes great articles for us on everything. We are going to be pitching into that, but right now it's mainly him, and you'll see on the website who's writing all those. But definitely check those out for him. He kills it.
Shout out Ethan.
He does it all, and he will be featured on these pods soon. But yeah, so stay tuned and go check out the website one more time, sidelinemediaprod.com, PROD. So check that out. Now let's talk NFL, boys. New segment.
Hey. We like new segments.
Week 13 of the NFL was last week. New segment, Sideline Star of the Week. We're all going to give you our Star of the Week, basically. Could be a player, could be a defense, because I had a defense in my top two. It was a Cowboys defense. Shout out them, even though I hate them. But who wants to start us off with their star, the Sideline Star of the Week? Joe, I'm looking at you. I think it's you.
Let's get it. I got Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
The man stepped up. Although he threw an interception, which, it's not bad for his first
Who'd he beat?
actual game.
Shut up.
Who?
Shut up.
Who'd he beat?
Shut up!
He threw
I don't
2
wanna hear
touchdowns and 210 yards against the Dolphins in a win, may I say. But yes, Brock Purdy's my star of the week.
I love that pick. Hey, good pick.
Thanks, brother.
What do you feel about that pick?
Who's your pick?
I have AJ Brown. He went 8 for 10 on his target. We're not shooting here. Dropped 2 balls. Pause. 119 yards, 2 tutties on his former team. 40 yards, and he averaged 11.9 yards per catch. And he got his old GM fired. So
He did get him fired.
That
yeah,
happened.
AJ Brown, my sideline star of the week.
Great pick.
I
Mine
know.
is also a wide receiver. Tay, Devontae Adams,
What college you go to?
Fresno State. 8 receptions, 177 yards.
Who is his?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr?
No. You don't know what Who was his wide receiver 1 in high school?
It was Jock Peterson, wasn't it?
Jock.
Yep.
Jock.
Anyways,
2 touchdowns,
what's his middle name?
22.1
No.
22.1 yards per reception. He had 37.7 fantasy points in PPR leagues. He led, I believe, the NFL. I know he led wide receivers. And very interesting stat, his 8 receptions were all for a first down or a touchdown. That's my sideline star of the week.
Swag.
Great pick. Mine is the man himself, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow.
Big brr.
25 for 31. He had 286 yards and 2 touchdowns. Beat the Chiefs again.
He's 3-0 against
Yeah.
them.
Great game. He owns the Chiefs. Could be a potential rematch in the
AFC.
playoffs again. All 3 of those games from this year and last year have been really good. Bengals catching fire. Watch out for them Bengals. Who they say gonna beat them Bengals?
Who dey?
But Joe Burrow, sideline star of the week. And that leads us into our weekly headlines. After Week 13, the Bengals outlast the Chiefs again. Are Burrow and the Bengals set up for another run?
I mean, yeah. they
they're
don't
look-
even have
they
Joe
are-
Mixon back.
They're
They're
looking-
getting hot.
They're looking great, man.
They
Their
did it last
defense?
year. They
Yeah,
did the exact same
exactly.
thing last year. They
Yep,
just caught
the
fire.
exact same time. Yep.
Right time to get hot.
Yep.
They're getting very
Yeah,
hot.
me and Jack picked them last week. They did a
We did.
They did a
We
great
did
job
pick 'em.
securing that win,
Yeah.
and I expect them to do the same. What they
What
did
did-
last year.
what
Maybe
was-
not Super Bowl though.
What was Jamar's stat line in that game? Do we know? I did not. I don't remember. I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think he had like a Jamar Chase type performance. That's
Not a last year type game.
Yeah, I remember last year he torched him. That's the Browns. Wrong team. Let's see.
Free massages.
Jamar Chase had 7 catches, 97 yards.
I mean, that's still a
Yeah,
great
that's
game.
Caught
that's
7 of
pretty
his
good.
8 targets, so beautiful. Averaged 13.9 yards, yeah. I mean, yeah, they played well. Samaje Perine had 106 on the ground, too. So they just played well.
What college you go to?
Oh, you.
Boom. Boom.
I'm just,
Whoa.
Mahomes played kind of rocky, too, but their Bengals defense looked good.
Yeah. Sacked him 3 times.
Yeah. Another headline. Jimmy G breaks his foot. He's out 7 to 8 weeks. Brock Purdy comes in and shines, whatever.
Shanzi too.
Shut up. Could he carry? Well, not carry, but could he do what's necessary to keep the Niners winning alive?
Because of who he has around him, I think.
I think
so.
he-
Yeah,
do
I was
it.
gonna.
It's not like he was a bad quarterback in college, so I think the pieces are definitely there for him.
Yeah, he played great for the situation he came in.
And they got the best defense in the league, so
They're on a 5-game win
And
streak.
Kyle Shanahan's
great
genius.
coach, great
Mastermind,
coach.
yeah.
Great coach.
So he's gonna he'll draw up some plays.
We'll
feed the
see.
ball straight.
Yeah. I mean, it's 1 week, 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. This is
Against a pretty good team.
his first full practice with the first teamers, so we'll see how he does this Sunday. Does he play? Do 49ers play this Sunday?
I
They do, I
believe
believe.
they do.
There's 6 teams on bye, so
They play. Who is it?
The Bucks.
Yeah.
3:30.
It's a crazy first game to start.
Yeah. It's at home though. That helps a lot.
They're gonna be getting after him.
Levi Stadium will be rocking.
Yep.
Next one, Von Miller tears his ACL. He's out for the year. That's a big loss for the Bills.
Yeah,
'Cause he was balling.
It's a rough loss.
Is this a big impact for the Bills?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's their leading tackler.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I mean, their defense isn't like what they should be. I mean, what we think they would be. I mean, injuries have definitely hurt them, but even still, their corners aren't. Tre'Davious White is not the same after his injury.
Yeah.
They got a couple young corners too.
Yeah, but I think they'll be okay for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're still the Bills. I
Yeah.
think they still
They
have
got
all
a deep.
pieces.
They got a deep defense, so
Yeah.
I think they'll.
I said it still just sucks for him
It
because he
is
was
it is,
balling.
yeah.
Hate when that happens to good players like that.
What college you go to?
Texas A&M.
Von Miller. I just read that. Titans. They fired their GM John Robinson.
Crazy.
Don't know why.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
do
too
know
sure
why.
about this.
Well, I mean, was this the right move though? Despite all of their
No,
winning.
I think you wait till your picks come to fruition that you got from the Eagles. So, but
I think you got the mic on back on the wrong way.
oh, is it? Oh, we're straight. I mean, it was working.
So yeah, the Titans have won consistently the past 3 years now, right? It's about
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, they've been.
So it's kind of a weird move.
I mean, Traylon Burks is playing good.
yeah,
he's playing well.
I don't. I'm not too sure about this.
It really when
It
I
has
saw
to be
it,
something internally
Yeah.
yeah, that's
that
the
we
only,
don't know about.
Or just AJ Brown just wiped the man of his job.
Yeah,
Just
they
simple
were like,
as that.
You traded him. No, I'm
You're
done.
gone.
You're done. See
AJ
ya.
Brown made the call to the front office and was like, "Yeah, you need to get rid of that
Yeah.
guy."
I'm sure Vrabel finds the right guy for the right role though. So
Yeah.
not too worried.
Watch them put Vrabel in the GM.
Baker Mayfield dropped by the Panthers, released, claimed by the Rams off waivers.
The only team to put a waiver in, which is surprising. I thought
Could-
the 49ers would.
Could Baker? I mean, this year's done for the Rams. They're 3-9, but could he be a future? Could he revive his career in there?
Depends. I mean,
No.
his wide
No?
receiver one this week is Van Jefferson, and then he has Tutu Atwell, and then
He is starting this week, right?
he's
Set to.
probable.
Set to.
Yeah.
Okay.
People say this like every year.
Well, that's
every
tonight,
new team,
Isn't
you know,
it?
It's,
That game's tonight.
I'm out.
Can he
I'm out
revive
on.
his
I didn't
team?
realize.
I'm out on Baker.
I'm also out on
officially
Baker.
out on him.
I'm a Panthers fan, so I hate Baker. He
But-
sucked.
I'm an Oklahoma State fan, so I hate Baker.
But I'm not gonna lie. An experienced coach and a good system intrigues me a bit. But I'm out.
Cooper Kupp set to
I'm
return next week.
What already?
Yeah, it's been 4 weeks.
I really just don't think they should play him. I mean, it's gonna
46
be.
weeks.
It's hard to keep a guy like that off the field, but it's just you don't want to see
He
him.
came back to practice Monday.
Oh really?
You don't want to see him get hurt again. They play the Raiders tonight, so stay tuned.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay. Last question. What is the best division in football?
It should be the AFC West, but it's
Should
not.
be,
It's
but yeah,
not.
clearly this year has
It's
shown
not.
it's
I think
not.
it's the NFC East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NFC East, which is weird because remember,
No,
I think it's the AFC East.
AFC East.
Even though the Jets' offense sucks,
Bills,
but I just still
Dolphins,
think
Jets.
and the Patriots.
I'd go NFC East, AFC East.
I think
The-
it's just
the
the East. The East is just
The
killing
East
it. And then
is
my next
wild.
one would be the probably the AFC North.
the AFC South.
Definitely not that. I think my next one would be the AFC North, just because the Ravens and Bengals.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are your headlines or whatever.
I'm ready for this next.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time for the
Get the wheel,
Sideline
get the wheel.
Fantasy Football Draft. We're going to be picking quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and a flex, just like any other fantasy draft. Blake's going to spin the wheel for me right now to get us a draft order.
What an obnoxious sound.
That's a very obnoxious sound. Who's picking first? It's going to be Q
Clinton.
picking first overall. It's snake-style draft, just so everyone out there knows. Second pick. You excited about getting the first pick?
Yeah.
You got a draft plan in mind? You got the big board? The next pick's going to go to Blake. So we have Q at 1, Blake at 2, me and Joe sitting 3 and 4. Don't know the order yet.
I'm not
No.
getting as lucky as I was last week.
No, you
I
are
was like,
not.
am I? Wow.
You have number 3.
Oh.
So it's going to be Q, Blake, Joe, and then me. So Q, first pick, quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, flex, and a tight end. You're on the clock.
I mean, with any draft, you always got to go either running back or wide receiver early in the fantasy draft.
these teams will be. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but these teams will be posted online.
Yes.
At some point on our socials, so you should check out our website, www.sidelinemediaprod.com. Get our socials, and you can vote on our teams. And you can also let us know on our website what other types of content you guys want to see.
Yeah, go check out our TikTok, too.
I'm going to go with the first pick in the Sideline Media Fantasy Football Draft.
Make sure you write it down on your thing.
Devontae Adams.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Good pick. Good.
Love that pick.
We're going to send it over to Blake now.
With the second pick in the 2022 Sideline Fantasy Football Draft, I'm going to take the best pass catching back in the league, Austin Eckler.
I hate you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I hate you.
I hope you die.
Okay.
All right, hey.
I was expecting him to go 1, so it's not too big of a deal. I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs.
Good pick.
Okay. I'm going to... Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to take... I'm going to take Tyreek Hill and...
I knew that one was coming.
I'm going to take Tyreek Hill, and I will also be taking... It's a tough one. Give me... I don't know. It's a tough one. I'll take Nick Chubb. I'll take Nick Chubb.
I am gonna take. I'm gonna take Derrick Henry.
Good pick. Solid pick. Blake, who do you got?
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs. Q, you got 2 picks back to back. Give them to him.
Well, I need a running back.
Yep.
And we're playing where he has no injuries, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey. He's currently the 3rd highest running back, which is surprising.
He's looked phenomenal.
Yeah, new
49ers.
system. And I'm going to go, might as well just double up on the running backs since they'll probably be gone. Someone took Henry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
And Chubb's gone as well.
We're going to go Saquon Barkley.
Good pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Justin Jefferson.
Good pick.
And then I'm also going to take... This is also PPR as well, just so everyone knows. It's a PPR.
Sweet.
What are you going to say?
Would it not be my pick?
I have 2 picks. Chill. Settle down, kid.
Wait.
I think it's my pick.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I took Justin Jefferson, so blow me.
But what if I wanted Justin Jefferson?
I already picked him.
Pick him. Pick him.
Uh-oh.
Pick him. Jesus Christ.
Give me Aaron Jones.
What? Over
It's a good man right there.
Wanted to lock up a running back
Loyal and
before
true.
they were gone.
All right, man.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take... Well, I took Justin Jefferson, and then I'm also going to take Travis Kelce. Get the tight end, because gotta love a tight end like Travis Kelce.
Joe, who'd you take?
I'm about to take someone.
Yeah, I added
I'm pretty sure Joe's after me.
No?
Dude,
Yeah, he definitely is.
He is definitely after me.
Yeah, because he's 3.
I haven't picked in like an hour then.
Yeah, because it goes back.
Because it's snake style.
Oh, it is snake style. Oh, well.
No Travis Kelce. No
Or Justin Jefferson. Shit. I don't get anyone then. Unless Joe picks. I'll get one of them. So
Yeah.
get one of them.
He will get one of
I
them.
was gonna pick AJ Brown, but I mean I'm not gonna pass up on Justin Jefferson, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm going.
I forgot
with.
we were doing snake. My bad.
Now you get 2 picks.
Thanks, man. Okay, well, take Travis Kelce, and then you took who'd you take?
I took Justin Jefferson.
All right, we're good then. I'm figuring it out now. Kids learning. I'll take. I'll take AJ Brown.
Good pick.
Why not?
It's my pick again, right?
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna go Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Solid.
Sun
pick.
God.
the Egyptian
Sun
sun
god.
god.
Are we considering injuries a factor here?
I already said no.
Okay, then give me Cooper Kupp.
All right. How you doing, folks? I'm gonna go since the tight end position is so bad this year in fantasy. I'm going
That's exactly.
Mark Andrews.
You can take the last two off your thing too. We're not doing those. Defense kicker.
Okay. And then let me go for another wide receiver. Has Stephon Diggs been picked? I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a sneaky good year. I hate to pick him, but CD Lamb.
Solid.
I like that.
I liked him at OU, but I don't like the team he's on now. But
Same thing. Tight ends are kind of weird, but I'm gonna take Dallas Goedert
good pick.
as my tight end.
I'm since Jack already has a tight end, I'm not gonna go one here, so I'm gonna go. Has Kenneth Walker been picked?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna take Kenneth Walker. He saved my season in our league, so I'm gonna take him here.
I'm gonna take someone that had a sneaky good year. Ramondre Stevenson. He's been dogging it all year.
I was about to take him. Yeah.
He's been so good. And then what else we got here? Might as well start taking some quarterbacks. I'll take Jalen Hurts. Number one.
We're all gonna get good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts though, number one fantasy quarterback. Big Jalen Hurts.
Can we do a super flex?
No. No, we can't. It's Joe. You're up, Joe.
Oh, it is. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
God, Joe.
Come on, Joey.
I will go. I'm gonna go T.J. Hawkinson. I like the way he's looked since he went to Minnesota.
What
I like
college
it.
you go to?
Iowa.
Yes, sir. All right, you're on the clock.
I am on the clock. I'm gonna take T. Higgins.
Good pick. Well, to close out my draft, I'm surprised no one took him yet. You went Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Going Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, this was one of the two.
And for my flex to round out my draft, we're gonna go. I hate it, but Tony Pollard.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
I like that.
he's there.
I like that pick.
Might as well take him.
And that'll round out my draft.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take for my quarterback the number 3 fantasy
Jalen.
quarterback,
Jalen.
Josh Allen.
Big Jalen guy.
Big Allen.
I want to take Fields here, but Burrow's just. I feel like he's a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Burrow.
Fields has had a couple good games though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like 40
yeah.
bombs.
Oh yeah, but you know,
But
you can always rely on
consistency. Yeah.
Burrow. And just better system. So
For my flex to round it off, this guy's had a great year. Christian Kirk.
I have a question. Did Joe Mixon go undrafted?
He did go
He
undrafted.
did go
Wow.
undrafted.
I know he did go undrafted.
He's been really inconsistent though this year. So
Yeah.
So there's your sideline fantasy draft. If you want to check out our teams, they'll be posted on our social medias. So once again, website www.sidelinemediaprod.com. Now it's time to gamble. The Sideline 7. You got the records, Blake?
I do. Joe, I actually didn't get your record because
I thought you said that I.
no, that was for our pick'em.
For
Oh.
your gambling
Yeah.
ones.
The
Oh,
Sideline 7 records for us. Joe, you might have yours.
I do. I have mine from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get his.
Jack and Q both went 4 and 3. I went 2 and 5.
Tied you? Fuck.
I'm at.
Overall records, Q has a big lead, 36 and 24. I'm currently in second, 26, 33 and 1. Jack is 23 and 36. And then Joe, whatever you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that record together right now. Actually.
All right. Well,
He wants to start us
I'll
off.
start.
Yeah.
Actually, you want? Let's
Who's
read
got
Ethan's.
who's
I'll
got
go
Ethan's?
We'll get Ethan's. I have Ethan's picks. He sent them in. He doesn't have 7, but it's fine. He's still perfect. Okay. So let's go. Steelers Ravens. He has over 36.5. He has the Cowboys minus 18. The Vikings plus 2.5. I think he has the Eagles money line. Then he has the Chiefs minus 10. So those are Ethan's picks. Thanks, Ethan, for sending those in.
We love you.
And check the blog on our website for all of Ethan's daily picks and stuff like that. Blake, you want to go?
I can. Oh, yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Go get him, Dagger.
I'm going to take first Bengals minus 5.5 against the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland!
The Niners are currently on a 5-game win streak. I think they extend it to 6. Niners minus 3.5.
Who do they play?
Bucks. This one's kind of a long shot.
That's a big line for Brock Purdy.
They're at home.
This one's a long shot, and I don't think there's a very good chance of this hitting, but I'm taking it anyway. Jets plus 10 in Buffalo. Texans, Cowboys over 44. Titans minus 4 versus the Jags and over of 41. And then Cardinals plus 1.5 versus the Patriots.
I got my record from last week.
What is it?
I went 5 for 2.
Hey. That's
Yeah.
the winner
A
of the
5-2
week.
record.
He won
for
both.
Joey.
He won both.
He did win both.
What are your picks this week?
Starting out hot. My picks this week. Let me go back. Hold on. Tonight's game, I like Raiders minus 6.5. Dallas versus Houston.
Rams. Oh, no. I'm sorry. You said minus, not plus. My bad.
Dallas versus Houston. I took Dallas taking care of Indy easily last week, so I think they'll do the same against Houston. I also really like the Giants plus 7. I think they're pretty angry after the tie. Dable's angry too, and they're gonna come out firing. I don't think the Eagles will expect it, honestly. So, and then Seattle, Carolina. Seattle minus 3.5. Fire up the over 41 for the Jags-Titans game. Over on the Ravens-Steelers game. And finally, my last pick, Sunday night. Chargers, money line. Chargers, money line.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, if you don't
I
know,
like the money line picks.
Joe's a big Chargers fan, big Dolphins fan here, so gonna be fun Sunday night.
They
My
both
pick,
lost last week.
Raiders at Rams tonight. Raiders money line. I think the Raiders take care of business. Browns at Bengals. I'm taking the under 47. Texans at Cowboys. Taking the Texans plus 16. Vikings at Lions. I got the Vikings plus 2.5. I don't really know how they're not favored. And then the Vikings, I'm also going to take the over 52.5 for that game. Dolphins Chargers. I'm actually taking the under at 52. Then the Panthers Seahawks. I'm going to take the Seahawks minus 3.5 over the Panthers.
Well, it's time for the best better to go on. I have the Rams minus 6.5 versus the Raiders. I have Ravens plus 2.5 versus the Steelers. Vikings versus Lions going over 53. Two of the worst NFL's defenses. Dolphins minus 3.5 versus the Chargers. Titans plus 4 versus the Jags. Bills, Jets, Bills minus 9.5, and then Cowboys plus 16.5 versus the Texans.
Big on the Dolphins this week, huh?
Minus? Cowboys minus 16.5.
Oh yeah, minus 16. Minus 16.5. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I did that for like.
Did you just willingly bet on the Dolphins?
Yep.
Yeah, wow,
Whoa,
man. I'm
whoa.
kind of hurt.
Wow,
I'm
you
hurt.
should be hurt by that.
I'm hurt.
You should be hurt by that. That's a
Wow.
lot. Okay, and then now it's time for the weekly pick'em.
What's
What are the
our
records, Blake?
Joe led us last week. He went 11-3-1. That tie really kind of screwed us up record-wise. Jack and I both went 10-4-1. Q 9-5-1. The overall records, of course, Joe 11-3-1. Jack 50 wins, 33 losses, 1 tie.
Over 500.
I have 49 wins, 34 losses, and a tie. Q 47 wins, 36 losses, and a tie. Jack leads by 1 game on me, 3 on Q.
Bet.
All right. Let me pull up the schedule.
Let's have a good week, fellas.
Let me pull up the schedule real quick.
I hope y'all don't have a good week. I want to take the lead.
Sorry. This is where I thrive. All right. First game tonight, Thursday Night Football. Heading
Waiting all day for
to
Thursday.
La La Land. Vegas Raiders versus the
All right,
Rams.
let's sweep it. Raiders.
Raiders.
Yep.
The Raiders.
Jets heading to Buffalo to play the Bills. Bills.
Bills.
Bills.
Yep. Cleveland heading to Cincy. Give me the Bengals.
Bengals.
Houston heading to Dallas. Sweet.
Dallas.
Yep. Cowgirls.
Starting off easy.
Vikings at Lions.
Oh,
Give me the Lions.
I really want to see the Lions win this, but I think the Vikings.
Give me the
will win.
Lions.
Vikings.
Why not? Jaguars. Titans.
Titans.
Eagles. Giants in New York. The Meadowlands.
Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Joe, he's thinking about it.
I think you have to go Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giants, man. Let's do it.
Why not?
I really want to see the Eagles lose again. So
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people do. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants. Shout out my
AFC.
boy Dennis.
AFC North battle. Ravens. Steelers.
Give me the Ravens.
I'm going to take the Ravens as well. I think it'll be a
I'm
good
also
game,
taking
though.
the Ravens.
It's usually a good game between those two.
I will take the Ravens.
Chiefs heading to Mile High to play the Broncos. Chiefs are going to wipe them.
Chiefs
by a lot.
Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
This game might get interesting. Tampa Bay, San Francisco. Give me the Niners.
Give me the Bucks.
Riding with the Niners.
I'm gonna go Bucks too.
I like the Niners.
You don't get rich betting against Tom Brady.
Final
Preach.
late slate game. Panthers, Seahawks. I'm going with
Seahawks.
Sea turkeys.
Yeah.
Are they starting Darnold or PJ?
Darnold. Sunday night football.
Footy.
Dolphins, Chargers.
Dolphins.
Fins up.
That's going to be a fun one. Then Monday night, Patriots, Cardinals in Glendale.
Give me the Pats.
Give me the Pats as well.
Give me the Cards.
Oh, I'll ride with red. I'm taking the
Yo,
Cards.
ride
too.
on red? What?
Ride
Teams on bye this week. Falcons, Bears, Packers, Colts, Saints, Commanders. It's your weekly
The
pick 'em.
last bye week.
The last bye week. It's getting closer to those playoffs now. Laptop Slam means
Long
one thing.
episode.
We've reached the end. If you made it to the end,
We love you.
We love you. We don't even appreciate you. We love you.
Mhm.
We love you. It's strictly love here. As always, thank you for watching, listening, whatever you do. Once again, all our socials are now on our website. We have a website. Check it out. Said it like 10 times. www.sidelinemediaprod.com.
It's the real deal.
It's got
Merch
everything.
tomorrow.
We got a merch drop tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Don't miss it.
Get you some
Central.
holiday swag. We got everything. Well, not everything, but we will have everything at some point. So, you need some clothes?
Support us.
Get you some Sideline Media merch. Support the boys. Also, a lot more content's coming out on our social media and just
Be on
everything.
the lookout.
Be on the lookout. Get the notifications going. Get everything going, and just stay tuned if you want to see more of us. Or
It's only the start. It's only up from here.
it's only
Yep.
up from here. So make sure y'all are liking, commenting, and if you want to see a certain thing, let us know. On our website, you can do that, right, Blake?
Yes, you can.
You can do that. So check that out. As always, thank you. That's Joe, the new full-timer.
Thank y'all for having me once again.
That's
Or-
Q. No,
it's
you
awesome
don't
to
even...
be a part
Yeah,
now. I
there
guess
you
I
go.
should say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Joe. That's Q. That's Blake. I'm Jack. Peace.